Hey guys, it's Maggie. Today I'm going to be talking about the pet peeves of each MBTI type. ISFJ, when people make others uncomfortable. ISFP, when people do something unethical according to their values. ISTP, when people don't know how to navigate the real world. ISTJ, when people are messy or disorganized. ESTP, when people don't choose to step outside of their comfort zone. ESTJ, I wrote when people don't follow their orders. I'm so sorry. ESFJ, when people are not good. I feel like the difference between that wording, I guess, and the INFJ pet peeve I'm going to share is really interesting in a way that's like hard to explain. ESFP, I feel like the stereotypical one would kind of be when people can't live in or like they can't enjoy the moments. But I feel like I would say for ESFP, when people are not authentically kind. ENTJ, when people are not productive or efficient, or I guess when people don't do things efficiently or in the most efficient way. Maybe when people work hard but don't work smart. ENTP, when people are too sensitive, which I think is ironic because ENTPs I feel can be quite sensitive, so maybe it is projection, but I don't know. So I said ENFJ, lack of kindness, and or I feel like it would almost be like when they see like an obvious opportunity to be kind, but like someone chooses not to be kind, or when there's an obvious opportunity to be to do good or to like make the good choice and a person does not choose that moral choice. Or maybe that's also like INFJ. ENFP, okay. So this one's honestly like a pretty hard one. It took me like quite a while to think of this, but I said when people are not true to their word or dreams or who they are, or I guess when people neglect to follow their dreams or follow what their like heart is telling them to follow, like or I guess like when people give up on their dreams or they don't fulfill their potential. I guess I can see that as being like the extroverted intuition, dominant function, and mixed with the introverted feeling tertiary function, where I think like NE, extroverted intuition, they're really adept at seeing the possibilities in the world around them, which includes the potential of the people around them and almost like what their lives could look like. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yeah, so I guess that mixed with their internal like values and feelings of the introverted feeling function, I feel like if they see people not living up to the potential that they see in other people, that might like trigger some of like the personal values of wanting to like follow your heart or follow your dreams or whatever personal values they have. I might just be spewing utter nonsense, so just like I'm always open to having a discussion in the comments, so let me know your thoughts. INTP, people not using logic or relying solely on their emotions. INFJ, when people are not moral or if they make the immoral decision. I guess this is similar to the ENFJ. It's like if there are two paths, like, and I guess this is not always black and white, but if there are two paths and one is moral, one is clearly like not as moral, and someone chooses the more immoral path, then I think that could be very annoying to the INFJ. INFP, when people are not authentic or if they don't stay true to themselves. I think that is interesting because that is very similar to the ENFP one. I like thought of them separately, but they turned out to be pretty similar. I think INFPs especially value authenticity, being true to themselves. They don't really like conformity. I feel like that's also interesting to like compare that one to the ISFP one, when people do something unethical according to their values. I don't know, I'm just like thinking out loud here, but I guess like for ISFP, their tertiary function is extroverted sensing. So maybe when they see people in the physical environment not following their like introverted feeling values, versus INFP is maybe more about authenticity because their tertiary extroverted intuition sees like possibilities and connecting that with their own values. It's kind of like, it's almost like seeing the abstract world versus seeing the physical world, and the abstract world might be more about values and personal potential. So being inauthentic might hinder reaching your personal potential, versus for ISFP, like if you're in terms of seeing the real world, if people don't follow their values in this physical real world, then that might be more triggering to the ISFP. And then last one, INTJ, when people don't try to reach their intellectual potential. Let me think about core values for that one too, because I feel like I came up with these intuitively, but I'm trying to like connect them back to the cognitive functions for fun. So INTJ, introverted, intuition, extroverted, thinking. I think introverted intuition might be, I feel like extroverted intuition is about like the possibilities and futures of others, versus introverted intuition might be a little bit more about the possibilities of future of like your own life. So maybe extroverted thinking, I'm not too familiar with. It's also not in my cognitive stack, so I don't really know it too well. Is it like, okay, also like let me know in the comments because I would like to learn. Is it like external? Is it like organization of the external world? Okay, but I guess like introverted intuition, that can be, I guess like an INTJ might know their own personal potential pretty well. And then relating that back to the organizational exterior world. Is it? Okay, I'm completely just like saying random stuff at this point, but is it like, would it kind of be like within this organized exterior world, if they don't see people trying their best to learn and gain knowledge in their own personal lives to kind of reach this effective working of the external world? I don't know, I'm just like saying random stuff now, but yeah, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. That was really interesting. Let me know in the comments what your MBTI is and what you think your pet peeve is, and also what you think, I guess, the generalized potential pet peeve of your MBTI type might be. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. On this channel, I do make some MBTI videos, but I do make a lot of videos on deep conversation, deep questions, philosophy, just like because I really care about the idea of how to live a good or meaningful life. So I think a lot about that, and I like to talk about that on my channel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.